must have never seen. I start to believe something's taken from me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us down under in the beachside city of Melbourne, Australia. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Lions of Melbourne. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Check smash.
They'll go again with Gibbs. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ready? 19, Tiger. Ready.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Lions at 6-4 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Dragon 60. 70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Sharp. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Hurt. Come on. Set. 60 Eagles. Check out.
They'll run on first down. Dillard. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bison. Ready.
A quick throw there out to Williams. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hawk 70, Hawk, go!
Looking to throw. Sharp. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Looking to put a drive together.
On the click, right? Robin.
They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here we go.
You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
It's 4th down.
Why, Tony? Hey, Uno Mars.
4th down. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st down.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Stroud. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
Here we go.
Here goes Stroud again. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And a solid run down inside the 30.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
Moore, the man in motion. Throwing now is Stroud. And this one too low.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Look the hot. All right.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70.
Off play action. Sharp. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Ready? I got him. Cowboy 80.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Panther 60.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield, and allow the play to be successful.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Stroud to throw it. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3.
Lions 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Panther 11. Here we go.
Back to throw. Sharp. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Ready up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Set. Hey, check go.
Looking to throw. Sharp. Firing quickly here. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Finds Gibbs on the check down. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bears' 48-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
No, Cowboy 80. Check. Warrior 70.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Sharp. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Ready, set.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Gravity Lions. Ready.
Back to throw. Sharp. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And touchdown! Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line. Buster set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 7. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Stroud looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Stroud. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Stroud working out of the gun. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Third down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. As Stroud now to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And it is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So a chance to breathe easier now. First and 10 after the fourth down conversion. Back to the running game with Swift. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
18. Why Tony?
Here's Stroud. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Nike Texas.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stroud. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore from 19 yards away. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Lions 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Panther 80. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A gain of 7.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
It certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate a count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
On the ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
7 Pirates, go!
Looking to throw. Sharp. That is caught by Laporta. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's good.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
All they just say is, or spend some time and rock a rhyme. I said it's not that easy. Streets to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, down at the 33. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Malachi starts on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's a quick throw out left that's caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
But this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 55 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
All right.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
18.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Luther Burden, 66 yards. And the Bears strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go.
And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Check smash. Let's go.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
And 9.
Okay, ready?
Here comes 2nd down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready? Ready, ready?
Back to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd
Hey,
and 1.
smash Bronco.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Ready, ready? 70 Timberwolves. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready? Knock the Bronco 80. Riggs. Riggs. Ready?
He'll look to throw. This is caught by Waddle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks.
On the double.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
He's back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Here's first and goal.
Check, bounce. Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Check smash.
They'll run with Gibbs. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Come on, come on. Set. Viking 18.
They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of balls.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You was not a printer, cooped up, make get they suit touch begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man. Touch hands. We about to bump then. Better bang yours, cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too? Does the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's lame time. Hey, keep playing.